Pardon the interruption, Miyamoto-san. There is a visitor waiting outside. Refuses to identify himself. Will only speak to the proprietor of the school. Also, Tanaka-san left a message earlier complaining about the injuries to his son.
I should have stayed in bed. Let me guess, Miho. It's my landlord at the door, right?
Like I said, the visitor would not give his name.
Did Mishima-san send you? Tell him I'll have his money by...
I can assure you that I am not here on Mishima's behalf. My name is Toshiro Ebihara.
You want to learn to sword fight? Great. You're a bit older than my usual clientele, but it's never too late to.
No, please, you misunderstand.
Look, if you're asking for some donation...
Perhaps, if you would allow me to explain, Miyamoto-san, you need only spare me a few moments.
Go on.
Not here. They may be watching.
They? They who?
Come, let's take a stroll. I promise you it will be worth your time. Centuries ago, the shogunate Mishima ruled over our people with an iron fist and a bloody sword. The only opposition came from the Ebihara clan, a group of warriors dedicated to overthrowing the brutal regime. For years, the Mishimas tried to rid themselves of the Ebihara without success. After years of frustration, the ruthless leader of the Mishimas came up with a plan. Disguising his true intent, Osaka Mishima hired a legendary swordmaster to create the ultimate weapon, the Daikatana. This legendary master was Usagi Miyamoto, your ancestor. Renowned for his warrior skills, his love of swordplay led him to become an expert swordsmith as well. It was not until the blade was completed that Usagi realized Osaka's malevolent nature. Through the power of the sword, he was able to foresee the fate that awaited mankind should Mishima ever take control of the Daikatana. Usagi refused to hand the powerful weapon over to the Mishimas. Instead, he offered it to the shogunate's nemesis, Inshiro Ebihara, but only on the condition that it be returned to him after the evil Mishimas had been vanquished. In an epic battle atop Mount Fujiya, Inshiro used the awesome might of the Daikatana to decimate Mishima's legions. Thousands died on that battlefield, but Mishima was finally overthrown. Convinced that the mystic sword was too powerful to be wielded by mere mortals, Usagi threw the Daikatana into the heart of the raging volcano.
So you want me to create another Daikatana?
No, that's not necessary. I am one of Inshiro's direct descendants. Hard as it may be for you to believe, I was once a very wealthy man with the vast resources at my disposal. I funded an expedition to uncover the long-lost Daikatana from the bowels of the dormant volcano.
Let's assume for a second that I believe any of this. What's the big deal? The Daikatana is still just a sword like any other, right?
Wrong. Legend has it that the Daikatana contains many secrets, even the ability to warp time and space. You see, the fabric of time is a delicate thing, and Usagi bestowed the sword with certain time-wandering capabilities, which have been used to alter our own perceptions of reality.
Right.
The man you know as Kagi Mishima, a descendant of the evil Osaka, found out about the discovery of the Daikatana before I even had a chance to examine the ancient artifact. He stole the sword and then used used its magical powers to go back in time and change history. This world, our surroundings, are not what they appear to be. Things are not as they should be, as they were destined to be. As you may know, the mutagenic Marburg pox filovirus, more commonly known as MMP, first cropped up at the tail end of the millennium. Kagi claims that the Mishima family came up with a cure for the MMP virus back in the year 2030. Those claims are false. The truth is that the original creator of a vaccine was Dr. Tatsuo Ibihara, another of my ancestors. With the Daikatana in his possession, Kagi was able to travel back through time and steal the cure from Tatsuo, making it his own.
I take it that that's how Kage accumulated the funds to finance his vast empire.
That's right. Of course, Mishima only gives out the cure to those he desires to have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't see what you need from me.
It's about my daughter.
Your daughter?
From the moment of her birth, I trained my daughter Mikiko how to wield the Daikatana in case it were ever discovered. Several weeks ago, she followed Kagi in an attempt to retrieve the stolen sword. I have not heard from her since. I fear she is being held captive by Mishima at his fortress.
So you want me to rescue her? Is that it?
Yes. And then together, you must find the Daikatana, so that history can be changed back to the way it was.
Neat story, Toshiro. But I'm not quite sure I buy it. Even if I did, I'm just a guy teaching kids how to fight with a sword.
No! You are the descendant of Usagi Miyamoto! Embrace your heritage and...
Who the...
There is nothing you can do for me, hero. But find my daughter and the Daikatana.
I can't just...
Shh, say nothing. When the death collectors come to get my body, steal away inside the coffin. It will get you inside Mishima's fortress. The rest is up to you.
But...
You are the bloodline hero. I know you will do the right thing. Thank you.
Ah, bump ahead. Odds or even?
Even.
How many we lose? Only 4 this time. Looks like my rock holding out. Too bad for you. Damn.
I don't have the firepower to blast through that gate. I wonder if I can... What the... Who's... that all about? Headquarters building my ass. This looks more like a prison.
Cancel prisoner transfer from detention block 4. Orders from Central Command are to keep priority 1 prisoner confined to stasis.
That's gotta be Mikiko. Mikiko must be around here somewhere.
Man, you toasted those dudes, but good. Thanks.
Don't mention it. What the hell is that anyway?
Just another one of Mishima's toys. Some sort of heavy-duty torture device. Pretty nasty, huh? Now how about lending me a hand in opening my cell?
How about some information first?
Speak.
I'm looking for someone. She's only been locked up in here for a couple of weeks.
An Asian girl?
Yes, that's right. You've seen her?
Oh yeah. She's a hot little number. Feisty too. Gave Mishima's goons a run for their money before they finally chased her down.
Do you have any idea where they took her?
Sure do. High security defense wing. I'll show you if you want. Got some business of my own to take care of there.
What kind of business?
The killing kind. Got a score to settle with the boss man.
Looks like we're in the same line of work. Any ideas on how to get you out of that cell?
Access card behind the Mishima logo. You passed it on the way in. Just follow the power conduit and blow up the control box.
Where to?
Our best bet is to cut across the crematorium.
You seem to know your way around here pretty well. Must have been in here a while, eh?
You could say that. I'm a former employee. Head Security Chief Superfly Johnson. At your service.
You worked here? Then why?
A pretty boy like you probably can't imagine the kind of crap that goes on behind closed doors. The constant torture and abuse of prisoners. Whacked out experiments to test folks' threshold of pain. Pretty sick, sadistic stuff. At first, I turned a blind eye. But eventually I got fed up enough to speak out and confront my superiors. They rewarded me with a death sentence for what they labeled as insubordination and conspiracy against the state.
Figures. That seems to be the Mishima way.
Well, old Kage's about to get a taste of his own medicine, 'cause I aim to collect my severance in blood.
Get it. Why would Mishima need a crematorium inside his fortress?
Never figured that out myself. I always assumed it was a front for something, but for what? I don't know.
Maybe it's time we found out. This is it, folks. Home stretch. Keep your eyes peeled for any signs of trouble.
You've put me through an awful lot of trouble, hero. Still allying yourself with the rabble, I see. A shame it doesn't become someone with your ancestry to mingle with such riff-raff.
Riff-raff my ass! You and I got an old score to settle, boss man, and now it's payback time.
No one was speaking to you, you savage brute. You should learn to keep your place. Unless you go getting any ideas, young lady.
You bastard! Leave them out of this, Kage! This is between you and me.
Of course, as it should be, as it was always meant to be. Though there's no dishonor in bowing down to one's superior, it's not too late for you to stand down and swear your subservience to me.
Not a chance. Honor demands retribution for the atrocities committed by you and your ancestors.
So be it.
Are you mad? Didn't you claim that touching the two swords would spell the end of everything? Or was that just another one of your lies?
Rest assured, and that was no lie. But if I'm to die, I could care less if I take the whole damned universe with me.
You truly are insane.
Curse you, hero. Why won't you yield?
I can't. Not while the blood of Usagi and all the other Miyamoto since and before him runs through my veins. What the?
Usagi!
End of the line, Mishima. Can't you feel it? The combined might of my ancestors now courses through the Daikatana. Your day of reckoning is finally at hand!
Don't be so sure. I'll fight you till my last breath.
Caught the tail end of your duel, kid. Nice work. You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
So what now?
I'm not sure. Depends on...
Hero, your sword. It's gone.
Whoa. What just happened here?
I don't know. I'm not really up to speed on the intricacies of time travel paradoxes, but it's possible that Mishima's death nullified the alternate timelines that were created when he altered history.
Then what are we still doing here? We don't belong in this time period any more than that other Daikatana did. Shouldn't we have disappeared too?
Good question.
What if it's not an instantaneous effect? I mean, who knows how many alternate realities were created? The different timelines could just be collapsing slowly.
If that's the case, we'll have to hurry if we want to get back to our own time before we're caught in the backlash and wiped out of existence.
And how do you propose we do that? The only Daikatana we got left seems to be running on empty. Looks to me like we're stranded again.
Maybe not. I've got an idea.
This looks like it might be the place. So what exactly do you have in mind, hero? Hey, wait a minute. You're not thinking of doing what I think you're thinking, are you?
The reactor's core is our only viable power source. Tapping into it may be our only choice.
That's crazy. We don't even know if the Daikatana can harness a jolt of such magnitude.
Got any other suggestions? I didn't think so. Inserting the blade into the fusion cylinder should do the trick.
Hope you don't mind if I step back about a mile or two.
Go right ahead. Won't make a damn bit of difference if there's a meltdown.
You really think this is going to work?
Have a little faith, Superfly.
Faith? Faith is for fools who won't listen to reason.
Not much of a spiritual man, are you?
Considering the life I've led and the horrors I've seen, can you blame me? Hey! What happened to the lights?
Something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. What the... Where did it go?
Where did what go?
The Daikatana! It's gone!
What? How is that?
Sorry, hero. 2 against 1 isn't quite fair.
My God! What have you done?
Only what needed to be done. You see, Mishima was right about me. You should have listened to him while you still had the chance.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
You've seen what the Daikatana can do. Tasted its power firsthand. How can you resist it? It's absolutely incredible. So intoxicating. Like wielding living lightning. Now I know what a god feels like.
Listen to me, Mikiko. Don't let yourself be consumed by the lust for power.
A little late for that, isn't it?
No. It's never too late. Look around you. You cold-bloodedly murder the man who helped save your life. You choose the path of greed and avarice over more noble pursuits. Is this how you wish to honor the Ebihara legacy?
Get off your self-righteous pedestal. You know nothing about the Ebihara legacy.
I only know what your father told me. That the Ebihara clan was a group of noble warriors, dedicated to overthrowing Osaka Mishima's brutal regime.
Poor hero. Too blind to see the truth, even now. You were always far too trusting, just like Usagi. Don't you get it? My father fed you a pack of lies so that you'd do his bidding. The Ebihara clan was anything but noble, more like a bunch of cutthroats and bandits who banded together against Mishima out of sheer self-preservation. After the Battle of Fujiyama, Inshiro betrayed Usagi and refused to give the Daikatana back to him. They struggled, and Usagi was mortally wounded when Inshiro jabbed the sword blade first into his abdomen. Grabbing the ancient weapon by the hilt, Usagi managed to wrestle it from Inshiro's grasp. He then threw himself into the volcano, taking the Daikatana with him to his grave, robbing my family of its rightful claim to the sword.
Rightful claim? Inshiro tried to steal it from him.
Wrong! My family acquired it fair and square by right of combat. Usagi was unworthy of wielding the Daikatana. He was a weak and simple-minded fool who lacked the vision to fulfill the sword's ultimate potential.
That's rubbish and you know it. You're just trying to justify your ancestors' actions, as well as your own. So tell me, now that you've got the Daikatana, what do you intend to do with it?
I'm going back in time to save my father's life. Then, who knows? Humanity is in desperate need of some guidance. Maybe I'll provide them with a more cultured and intelligent sensibility.
Do that, and you will be no better than Mishima.
Regardless of what happens, I can promise you one thing, that you won't be around to see it!
Stand down, Mikiko. It doesn't have to end this way.
The only thing ending here today, hero, is your life!
It should never have come to this. Maybe it won't have to.
It's all right, Mikiko. At least our expedition to Fujiyama wasn't a complete failure. I'm sure the artifacts we uncovered will prove to be very beneficial to the Institute. Don't look so discouraged.
I'm not, Father. I only wish we could have at least found the sole heir of the Miyamoto clan while we were there. He probably knows more about the sword than any other living being. I'm afraid we'll never find the Daikatana without his help.
Considering all the legends involving the sword, maybe that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. The consequences of messing with such a powerful artifact may be worse than any of us realize. Besides, for all we know, the existence of the Daikatana could be nothing more than a myth.
Security Chief Johnson speaks wisely. We should stop wasting our time and resources chasing phantoms when there are more pressing concerns to attend to.
What can be more pressing than restoring our family's honor?
Our ancestors already atoned for their past failings when they came up with a cure for the mutagenic Marburg pox filovirus. Perhaps it would be best for us to stop dwelling on the past and start looking to the future.